A live look at D.W. Reynolds Razorback Stadium. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the Condors and the Arkansas Razorbacks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, I caught up with the Condors head coach. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Will put boot leather, and this will be the start of a new season. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. The Razorbacks offense will go to work first. K.J. Jackson. This offense is going to be productive. He will have to play well in this one. Jackson will throw. Quickly complete. At the 35, he's got room. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. They'll give it to the transfer. First carry. There's a crease. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this... Need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
He's got it. He's like a loose bowler, just caroms his way to the 32. The Razorbacks can really attack on this second and short. The run inside. It's Russell. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. Fires toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the catch. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. And the Razorbacks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Now the toss. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. Big early test for both teams in this opening game of the season is third and goal. He's going for the goal line. Hunt down Razorbacks. Great job by the back on the option. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Condors offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And here comes the sophomore running back. The ground game on him to pick up those tough yards and take care of the ball. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. On the option, the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge...
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback, somebody has to have the pitch, and most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
It'll be third and long. Back to pass, it's right. Lofts one high and deep. Upstairs, he's got it. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And this offense talked about coming into the game, creating those explosive plays, being great on third down. Check, check. Both of those plays happen on the first drive, and they come through already in a great rhythm to start this football game.
The option look. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. Maybe a crease. The chains will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And it'll be the Condors kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. It'll be a draw. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Keeps it on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
Give to the back. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Condor!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And they tacked on the extra point. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He's got it way down the field. What a play all the way inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 29. This offense always looking for those big explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Running inside, it's Smith. Got enough for the first. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! How about this back staying on track and getting it out on the option?
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Now on the option. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Here comes the option. Pulls it again on the option. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Oh, they're after him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
The Condors send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and look for room. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. He lost one down the sideline. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. Got enough for the first. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. He's up to 81 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start. Here's a heat. Got his man. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. Ground game really important. Let's take a look at how these running backs have fared through 1 quarter of play. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Jackson gonna throw it. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D. The Razorbacks will send out the punt unit.
Number 37 in punt formation to kick it away.
No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. And the defense got the stop. They could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. On the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. And you can tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle for a loss.
Trying play action. Gonna take a shot. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Right on the money. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
They'll run the option. The option, he'll keep it. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
And this defense has brought their A-game. Done a great job stopping the run, stopping the pass, not giving up a lot of points. Even right there, everything's difficult. They string it out towards the sidelines. Everybody's flying to the football. This defense has looked spectacular today.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And, man, you got to love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Are forced to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to the ground with the running back. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw.
And he's got room. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Jackson will throw. Got it in the middle. It's Watkins. And he'll be brought down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning it. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. He's got it again. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. The Razorbacks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Run inside. It's Russell. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Got enough space. Touchdown, Arkansas. And the beatdown has ensued.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise.
The last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes